Okay. Let me find that button. Here we are. What's up? What's up? So, it's been a while. I think you can still hear a bit of raspiness in my voice. Yeah, I had an infection, which is why I couldn't stream. Not that I stream that often lately anyway, but I was literally not able to speak, which is a little better now. So, we're doing a very chill stream and a stream we haven't done in a while. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. So sometimes I lose the motivation to make custom skins because Riot keeps breaking my old custom skins, and I'm just sitting there and thinking, oh, now I gotta fix the old skins. Why even make new ones? Riot's just gonna mess it up anyway, right? Uh, but yeah, we've gotten out of that depression again. It is that time. It is that time. Especially because somebody brought forth that suggestion in the Discord. You can always recommend and suggest stuff. I'll look at it, and this one was interesting. So somebody said, why not make an Akuma custom skin for Udyr? Now, this is what we're working with. This is Akuma. If you don't know who that is a character from Street Fighter. I think he's supposed to be an ogre, which is like um some type of ancient Japanese demon. They're very human-like. The only difference is that have like superhuman strength, and Akuma specifically is like crazy good at martial arts. And you can see he is very similar to Udyr, specifically Black Belt Udyr, in the sense that they both have this rope belt, right? They both wear a gi, right? And I think, yeah, the gi from Udyr is like ripped at the bottom here, and same goes for, excuse me, same goes for Akuma, right? It's a little bit ripped at the bottom. He's a bit rugged. Yo, Angry Shark, what's up, man? So, there's a lot of similarities, right? There's a lot of similarities. There's also some differences, of course. So, Udyr is wearing a headband, which Akuma is not. The hair is a little different, of course, because this one goes up and this one hangs down. Can't change that. And most important, Udyr has a beard, a full-grown beard. Akuma doesn't have one. Now, we've been faced with that problem before. We just gotta make the decision. Do we want Udyr to have an Akuma inspired skin? Or do we actually want Udyr to look as much like Akuma as possible? Um, I think I want to go crazy and go make him look as much as Akuma as possible, which would mean that we would have to remove the beard. I have no idea how Udyr is gonna look completely without beard. Um, yeah, we've done something similar before. We made a Heihachi Mishima custom skin. And when we made that, obviously Heihachi only has a mustache, so we clipped Udyr's lower beard. And this was fine. This looked good, right? Udyr with a mustache, it's a completely different vibe. But it worked. It worked. So, yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna make a version where Udyr has no beard at all, and I'm gonna make one where he has the beard. We're gonna look at both and then decide what we like better. I'll probably keep both and upload them both because what I like better, many people might not like better, right? Okay, so that's the plan. Um, right, what else? What else? I think very important with Akuma is like getting the colors right. Um, this gi, it has like a dark blue, sometimes even purple color. I feel like here it's almost a bit purple, but more dark blue. So we're not gonna make it black like Heihachi. We want something different, of course. The red hair, we're gonna get this dark red, right? Um, yeah, and the gloves from Udyr, we're gonna make the same color as the robes he wears here, so like a yellow brown ish. And the eyes, I feel like, are super important. Akuma's eyes, his demon eyes, That is of major importance. We got the eye of Udyr up here. I think I might just copy paste Akuma's eye onto this. Because I'm not sure I can get this effect just by painting. This is pretty high definition, we can work with this. Oh yeah, and this is something I wanted to show. This is just a random file I stumbled upon. This is still in the leak folders for some reason. As I was extracting the files for Black Belt Udyr, I found pre-rework Black Belt Udyr. I shed a single tear. I shed a single tear when I saw this. Had to show it. It's crazy. Oh man. Yeah. Old Udyr, gone but never forgotten, right? Alright, yeah, I think without further ado we can just get started and work our way through the skin. But there do be one problem. I forgot to... whatever. Hold on. I know just the right playlist. We are gonna listen to some Udyr lo-fi while we make this custom skin. Sound good? Sound good, right? Man, my voice is more fucked than I realized. There it is. Yep. Yo, Fat and God, thanks for that. 32 months is crazy. I appreciate it.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Alright. Let's get started. Let's get started. I think first... Let's do the gi first. I think that's the most important thing. Let's do the gi first. Then again, we're gonna make the gi blue and these gloves are blue, which is gonna make the gloves harder to color then. So let's do the gloves first, actually. Let's do the gloves first. Just select it like this. Today was a pretty boring day, I gotta say. I was just sitting in a computer room with other students and we were learning how to use the program the police uses to I don't know the English word. Oh, that can't be it. Oh, charge. Yeah. How to write a charge. So if somebody commits a crime, we can like put that stuff into a system so it doesn't get lost. Pretty boring, but on the upside, I was only there for, what was it, like 5 hours. My working days are usually between 7 and 9 hours, so short day, boring day, but a short day. To be honest, there's a Counter-Strike match right now, so I'll be lurking your stream. It's very cute that you look at your keyboard while type. I didn't do that. There's no way I did that. That's slander. Alright, have fun watching the match. I'm gladly lurking for your second screen. I aspire to be lurking content, especially when I do chill stuff like making a custom skin. That's fine by me. Lat is probably watching the same CS match right now. Like, he didn't tell me he does, but he's always on that shit. I never do. What? This Slender is crazy. The Slender is crazy. Let me guess, you're one of these prodigies that can do 10-finger writing as well, huh?
Slow.
Well, to be fair, I don't do like chopstick typing either, right? But I'm not like crazy at 10-finger typing. You're a nerd, you know that? You're a nerd. Welcome to my bully stream. Did you clip how I look at my keyboard? And now I gotta look at it. Okay, I did look at my keyboard. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did. This must be some sort of instinct. I do know where the letters are. Okay, yes, you caught me. Good job. Successful witch hunt. You must really hate me now, huh? Oh, dude, why is my throat so fucked? We can drink a little bit. Cough drops. Eucalyptus lazarich. Yo, Makola, what's up, man? Glad to see you pop up every now and then. Okay, I'm not gonna color in the headband because we're gonna remove that anyway. It looks goofy. Akuma doesn't wear one anyway, you know. We did remove it for Heihachi as well, as you can see. And I think Udyr looks pretty good without a headband. I think clean forehead, this looks good. We're gonna do that again. I'm gonna cut that out. Like so. Like so. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Sometimes it's tough to see the line where one texture ends and the other begins. I swear I'm not getting old. It's legit a pixel, bro. I swear it. Should probably color this in separately. Yeah, like that. Oh boy, my flatmate is home. Just heard the door.
A brief meditation.
Boy, do I hate sharing my place with this guy. When do I get my Sparking 05, my guy? Oh my god, I forgot about that. I remember the last time you asked, I told you I haven't played in too long and I would be rusty as hell. I think I do want to start playing Sparking 0 again because they pushed a major update. They gave the game a lot more depth. Some of the stuff that was too OP and abused got nerfed. and some weaker stuff got buffed, which is great because I always love to play niche stuff, right? The biggest update they pushed was all characters now in was it in PP battles? Yeah, I think so, yeah, in PP battles. They all have the same health bar now. So it's not like more powerful characters have a whole health bar more than all others. Right? And I was always playing stuff like Turtles, for instance, right? Is some random movie villain. Half the people that know Dragon Ball Super don't even know Turtles, right? I love Turtles. But yeah, he had a health bar less than most meta characters, and he had a buff, as in a boost, right? He could activate an ability to boost his strength and defense. Those buffs are usually not worth it, but they made them better as well. I should play Sparking Zero again, but you know why I'm making a custom skin today? It's not just because I want to do a chill stream, but also because I'm rusty as hell at League of Legends. Like, I don't even have time to play League of Legends recently. I feel like that's gotta be my priority, right? Gotta be good at League, and then I can do extra stuff. And besides Sparking Zero, I want to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke, because we haven't done this in forever. We used to do like one Pokemon Nuzlocke a year, and I think it's been 2, maybe even 3 years since we done one. It's so depressing. But if I don't consistently put out League content, nobody would watch my side content. So first I gotta find the time to push more League of Legends, and when I feel like, okay, I have a good viewer base and I've given them a lot of League of Legends, now I can play something different for a second. Then I can bust out the side content that I want to play here and there. Just to let you into my train of thoughts, right? And then I can think about stuff like Sparking Zero. But there's other stuff I still got on my bucket list that I need to play. Obviously, if Sparking Zero would just get crazy good views, I wouldn't have to worry about it being side content. But I don't think you can make good views with Sparking Zero streams. It would have to be videos. It would have to be videos, for sure. All have the same attack damage? Really? Okay, that's crazy. We eat whatever this guy cooks. Yeah, that's not true. I mean, you do maybe, and I appreciate that. But I get substantially less views if it's not based on League of Legends. There's one stream in specific that I remember that did really, really good, despite it not being League of Legends. It really surprised me. It was great. And for that, this stream has a special heart in my place, special place in my heart. It's also a really good game. I don't know if you remember when we played this RPG called Fear and Hunger. That did really, really well, especially the finale. Got crazy good views. It was one of the most interesting RPGs that I've ever played. Such an interesting challenge. Not so sure about this texture. I think it ends here. Yeah. Yeah, Fear and Hunger did really well. So my League streams usually get 100 to 300 views. And if they pop off, they might do like 1,000 to 2,500, right? If the stream itself like makes a good video on its own without being edited, right? Like a speedrun or some stuff, or a challenge. Yeah, but Fear and Hunger all of the streams got more than 300 views, and then the finale randomly got 2,000 views. It was really great. People were really engaged with that. And also very helpful. There were a lot of people that knew the game while I was playing it. And they would drop a hint here and there, you know, not spoil too much. So it would still be a challenge. And yeah, it's great. I'm unironically scared of playing Fear and Hunger 2. I feel like I was really lucky on my run of Fear and Hunger 1.
An impressive guard.
That game really kicked my ass a lot of times. I feel like Fear and Hunger 2 I would just eat shit. I'd never make it, bro. I wonder if Fear and Hunger 2 is considered harder than 1. You know, oftentimes when a game developer, especially an indie game developer, makes their first game, sometimes it ends up being too hard because they don't know anything about balancing, right? I don't know if that's the case with Fear and Hunger though. And I think this guy wants people to suffer who play their games. So I'm not sure part 2 is harder than part 1. The purple between colors is fill color, don't worry about it too much. Okay. I'm gonna color it anyway. Wanna make a roguelike that works like Fear and Hunger? Well, Fear and Hunger was made in the RPG Maker. I think RPG Maker is free as well. It's really easy to work with too. Music is a bit loud, no? That's better. Oops. You know, RPG Maker on its own is nothing crazy, nothing special, right? But I've seen a lot of games that use like RPG Maker as a basis, and then they import stuff on their own. Like they make their own sprites, their own animations, right? Their own coding. And then they can make some great stuff. Alright, so we got the gloves. We got Udyr's gloves. Ah, shit. Okay, that was stupid. Okay, we got Udyr's gloves. And now we want to make them this yellow-brown robe color. Here it looks more whitish, but I think I want like a dirtier color. We can honestly just slap a sepia filter on it. Circle and knuckles as well. Slap some sepia on it. Intensifies. Now we got a brown, and then we just go a bit more here and a little more here. Yeah. A little lighter. Not too light. This is good. I think this is good.
Give no ground.
You know, if we use the sepia anyway, put a circle in this as well. Forgot I have that, you know. I thought I was just gonna change the color with hue and saturation, and I wouldn't want to change the color of something blue and red at the same time, because that would just end up looking bad. But if I slap some sepia on it first anyway, it doesn't matter, because then everything is brown. There we go. Let's do that again. Sepia, boom, hue and saturation, done. Okay, that's the gloves done. Awesome. Send you the UV map. What's the UV map? How is this any different from what I'm looking at? Because it doesn't have the fill-in colors, so you can see like more like the separate parts. Is that why? I've never actually worked with the UV map. Thanks anyway. I've gotten pretty good at distinguishing where one part starts and the other ends. Okay, let's color the gi next. Guys, do you know this feeling when you're just sitting in front of your PC, your computer, right? And you wanna do something productive, but you just feel like you don't have the energy, or like you're not... It's not like motivation, it's more like, oh, I'm in such a mood right now. In a tired-esque mood, I feel like if I make something now, it's just not gonna be good. It's kind of gonna be shit. Sometimes I force myself through that and work on something anyway, but more often than not, I'll just be like, nah, I'm just not gonna do anything then. For instance, I was writing. I wanted to write on the script of 101 Udyr builds 17, and I was like, bro, I just can't right now. It's gonna turn out shit if I do. And I forced myself through it, and I was like, just start writing, it's gonna be fine, right? Started writing at it, and as I was writing it, I could tell, dude, these sentences are too long, these explanations are too complicated, and the lines aren't hitting. I know this is ass, right? And I think yesterday, so like the day after I wrote this, I sat down and looked at it again. I had a much clearer mind, and I read over it again, and I fixed all the bad sections of the script and wrote some more, right? And I could feel even before I was writing, yeah, today I'm in a good mood, today I can make stuff happen. Yeah, but anyway, I feel like what I want to say here is, I think I could do way more on YouTube if I was more often in a good mood. It sounds like depression, it's not depression. It's just sometimes, I don't know. I think sometimes I'm too comfortable sitting in front of my PC and just watching random videos instead of getting shit done. No, it's not the imposter syndrome. I know what you mean. I had that at the start. I had that very strongly at the start, and I feel like everyone does that. Or everyone has that. Everyone is like, oh, I'm just impersonating other people, this ain't me. I'm not original, I don't have my own style. Yeah, I definitely had that at the start, for sure. But, I mean, I've been doing it for years now. I'm very confident in the stuff I write. When I like upload it. But I think it's totally normal for somebody who's starting out to have imposter syndrome. Because honestly, dude,
Defend all sides.
who can truly say from themselves they're 100% original? No one can say that. No one can say that. You are the sum of what you consume. Like every friend you have has an influence on you. Every video and content creator and movie you watch has an influence on you, right? And you are the sum of those influences. That is what makes you. That and like your critical thinking about these influences, if you like them or not, and how you interpret them, right? So to a degree, nobody's original. Yeah, it's an interesting point, but it doesn't really explain anything, right? It just says, oh, they have difficulty completing the task, but it doesn't say why they have a difficulty doing that. Notice how I say they, because I don't want to self-diagnose myself with ADHD. Not that that's a bad thing, I'm just saying I'm not gonna put that tag on me. I feel like this discussion is going in a weird direction. Maybe push it somewhere else. No, I actually planned on reading up a little bit about Akuma before the stream, but I ended up not doing it. I wanted to drop some fun facts on Akuma, but maybe some other people joining the stream throughout have something to say about Akuma. One thing's for sure, he looks very similar to Black Belt Udyr, and if we get the colors right, this custom skin is gonna pop, bro. It's gonna look really good. It's gonna look really, really good. Okay, this yellow is bright enough for me to be able to use the wand here, I think. Cheat myself out of a little bit of work. Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. Time saved. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. You know who needs more rap from Street Fighter? Q. Q was the guy who looks like a detective, right? He had a trench coat and a hat and this weird metal face. You know, mysterious character is an interesting thing, but maybe they were being too mysterious about it. And people had nothing to hold on to, cling on to, you know? Kind of like Shaco. Shaco is also this mysterious jester. People would love to know more about him, right? People really want Shaco lore. And Riot is just
Maintain
not
guard.
giving any. Because the character's not sexy enough or something like that. And I feel like if League would end from just... If tomorrow League of Legends was just over, Shaco would be one of the characters who would be forgotten the fastest. Because there's just no Shaco content, right? From the game at least. Of course there's streamers who main Shaco, but even those are not a lot. It's a niche character, right? But like, from the side of Riot Games, there's nothing about Shaco. So Shaco would be forgotten so fast. And a good piece of lore can make all the difference, bro. I used to read a lot of the lore pages. Like, okay, story time. When I started playing League of Legends and I didn't have all the champions, I always like scrolled through the pages of champions and thought about who I wanted to buy next. I specifically remember first champion I think was Veigar. After that I wanted to buy Mordekaiser and then Nautilus, right? And while I was saving up influence points to buy these characters, I would read the biography of the champion. I would read their story. It's kind of like when you and your parents, you're like in a store and you get to buy a game for your Game Boy or your DS, your Nintendo, right? And on the ride home, you open the box and you like read the little notebook that's in there, right? With all the game info and shit and how to play the game and screenshots from the game. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a teaser. So because I just could not wait to play Mordekaiser and Nautilus, so I wanted to consume content about them before I get to play them. So I read their lore. And to this day, verbatim, I remember Nautilus' old lore. They changed it because it was too brutal. I still remember it to a T. Because it was such good lore. Shaco doesn't have that. Shaco just doesn't have that. I've heard enough no Shaco lore. Give Lux a new skin. Yes. Take my money. Take my money. More Lux skins now.
We endure.
Bro, I think Lux is not even Riot's golden goose anymore. Lux has an insane amount of skins. And she is still a highly favored character. She's gonna get a skin every now and then, right? But I think Ahri is catching up fast. I think Lux doesn't even have the most skins in the game, right? I think that title goes to Annie. I think Annie has the most skins, or Miss Fortune. I'm not sure. Anyway, Ahri is catching up fast. Ahri is like Riot's absolute favorite. Out of nowhere, this started. At first, it was like anniversary. And they were celebrating 10 years of Annie, and Annie got a skin. And then they made Civiversary, and they were like, okay. And then it was Ahriversary. And after Ahriversary, it was just Ahri Mania. She got buff after buff, she got her mini rework, they gave her so many skins, and they put her in everything, like all the fucking playable stories in the client, like Spirit Blossom shit, and what was this other thing? Oh yeah, 2XKO, the fighting game Riot is making. Ahri is in that as well, you know. Ahri is just Ari's just the poster child of League of Legends. Just out of nowhere that happened. It's an F now? Yeah. They just drop Guna skins now? They do. I mean, they have the excuse of it being summer right now, and they're making like pool party or like spa day skins. Okay, sure, right? Let's give them that one pass. You gotta give Riot a little bit credit though. Every now and then they drop a high quality Goofy skin. They dropped this Janitor Thresh skin and the Lawyer Asia, and people loved those and were like, Riot, this is like the old days, this is the shit we like. This is stuff like Corporate Mundo that will last for millennia. More of that. And Riot was like, bet. And now they released a Singed and a Urgot skin that is of the same skin line, like Janitors. I hope Riot can keep that momentum going. The Shaco skin? You mean like the kitty cat Shaco? Yeah, it's alright. It's fitting at least. Very cartoony. I like the effects on that. Not such a huge fan of the kebab Braum. I think it has a lot of inaccuracies. Let's actually look at that. Oh my god. I almost closed my paint. Jesus. What is this? Useless. Let's actually look at that. I remember there was something that I really didn't like about this Braum skin. And I take it personal if they fuck something up with the kebab. Because that is a delicacy from Germany. Alright. So, right off the bat, the details on the skin are nutty. Nobody can argue about that. Fucking Poro tattoo. He has spices in front of his chest here. The little Poro here. Come on. This is gas, right? The details, awesome. New haircut. Yeah. It's a little bit too much of a hipster, but he could be from Berlin, you know? He could be from Berlin. Like, the short sides, perfect, right? But the man bun, a little bit too much. A little bit too much, right? But I think what I didn't like was something about this. Yeah, this. This is wrong, bro. This is just so wrong, man. You'll struggle to find a doner kebab like this. Usually, it's just the meat on there. You don't really put paprika and pineapple on this. I think there's definitely some who would do that, so like the juices drip down and soak into the meat. But in every doner store I've been in, or kebab store, it's just the meat, bro. They don't bother with this shit. This is some hipster shit. Which brings me back to this guy's man bun. Also, isn't it weird how every spice is like filled the exact same? They all end right about here. Just like these two on the back. This is a bit lazy. This is a bit lazy. They could have filled this up. This looks weird. Overall, a good skin. It is a good... Oh, this is a crime. Oh my god, this is a crime. This is a crime. The socks in the sandals? Nah, bro. So here's the thing, right? here's the thing, right? What this guy is doing right here, the socks in those kind of sandals, that's the tourist look. That's the tourist look. This is somebody's father who's like from Germany and like out in Italy or in Spain, right? And he's on a leave, right? He walks around like this. But somebody who lives in Germany wearing sandals, yeah, they're gonna wear socks sometimes, but not with those sandals. Nah. What they wear is like that. Now that would be Germany. You wear those slippers from Adidas called Adiletten with white socks. That is Germany. You can. It's also very how do you say? It's trashy. It's trashy to wear it like this. Best case, you never wear socks, right? But if you're gonna do socks and sandals, that's the German way. And it's obvious they didn't get a German to work on this. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. He looks like a tourist. They don't put the grippers out since Briar. Dude, I think Riot is all about grippers. I think they've leaned in way harder into grippers ever since Briar. There was this one skin. Was it not a Nico skin? Oh no, yeah, there it is. Wasn't this like an official Riot art? Look, grippers on full display, bro.
Strength of mind and body.
I think this was the official Riot art. Yeah. Come on, Angry Shark, don't say that. That's not nice. Where did my YouTube chat go? My YouTube chat is gone. Must have closed it on accident. Whoops. You know what you said? Alright, let's get back working on the skin. That was a fun little excursion. Do still have a lot of work ahead of ourselves here. Let's see, we gotta recolor the gi. We definitely gotta give him a much darker tan. And once we remove the beard, we actually have to fix his face up, because if we just remove the beard, this is what it's gonna be looking behind the beard. So we like gotta give him a chin transplant and like I don't even know what to call the skin below the mustache. But yeah, we gotta fix that. I might copy paste the chin I made for the Heihachi skin. You know, might as well. It does look decent from the Heihachi. Or maybe I could do it better if I do it again now. I wonder if I have improved when it comes to custom skinning. We teach you the most basic of Blender Wild, so you can edit textures and see them in real time. I don't know if that's necessary. I'd love to know like the basic of blenders to change the model of a character. But I don't really gain anything from seeing the texture changes in real time. Because if I would want to see the texture right now, I could just save this as it is, throw it in CS-LOL and go into a custom game. Sure, that's slower than checking it in real time. But it doesn't even take like 2 minutes to check. The only time this would be useful is when I would be editing something and I'm not sure what I'm coloring in. Like what piece belongs to what. But with Udyr that would never be an issue. This is a pant leg, right? See, now I'm not 100% sure, I'm like 99% sure, but what I can do is just go to the 3D model. Or is it this? It's this, right? No, this is like way darker. Might be behind the arm. Is it not this? This here? Could be this. It's 100% gonna be part of the gi. It needs to be colored in. Now, there's no way it's part of the hair. There's no way. It wouldn't be here then. This is the pant leg. This is the arm. Going to my job at a ramen shop? When did that happen? Do you just serve or do you actually cook too? That'd be crazy. Anyway, have fun at work, man. Alright, so let's see if we can hit that perfect blue color. Definitely gotta... Oh yeah. Take some saturation out. We want a deep blue. Almost purple. Almost purple, very deep blue. And then we just gotta go like way dark. The color's a little faded because his gi is like so old. Brightness and contrast, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's actually still too saturated. It's too much color. I don't want Udyr to look like he jumped into a paint bucket. I think this is good. And we just gotta take some more saturation out. I think that's it. I think that's it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. See, if we would put that side by side, I think mine would look a little bit brighter. But you don't want to go too dark. It's gonna change the way it looks in-game. This looks pretty good. Yeah. Very happy with that. Right, be right back, grabbing a snack.
Raw power.
At the beginning of summer, I'm a waiter. Oh, okay. So it's like a summer job. It's sick, bro. Hope you get some tips. But I do hope you don't have to live off of the tips and you actually get a good, how do you say, wage. Yeah. Surely it's not like in America where you are at. Only in America it's like fucked up with the tips. Dude, I'm just living the life right now. I got Iso Light, the best lemon drink in the world, and apple pie cookies. So good and tasty. Can I talk again about how awful it was to have been sick with the infection I had? Like I legit couldn't talk. I went to the doctor, so he prescribed me a medicine, and you wouldn't believe this, bro. Like there's medicine you have to take like, oh, take like 3 pills a day, and like, okay, that's a little bit much, but okay. Or like 2 pills a day, okay, that's better, right? Or like cough drops, like you take 5 spoons a day, okay, we can manage that. I'm not going anywhere anyway, right? And I had this spray bottle, and I had to spray into the back of my throat with it every hour. I had to take my medicine every hour. So if I'm up 16 hours a day, I'm taking that medicine 16 times a day. It was so annoying. I actually finished the entire bottle. Felt sick. You know it's bad when you feel sick from the medicine. Also, it's a bit worrisome to like run out of medicine and still not be fully healed. Because then you ask yourself, oh, should I get more? Do I not have enough medicine? Are you supposed to finish the bottle? Because I asked the doctor how long the healing process takes. And he said it's different for every individual. It can be 2 days and it can be up to 2 weeks. And by the time I talked to him, I was already sick for 3 days. I started taking the medicine for a whole week. So now it's been 1.5 weeks. And I'm afraid that if I don't get more medicine, that it's just start getting worse again. But I don't want to take more medicine, bro. Finishing an entire bottle is insane. Surely, like, the worst is over. I can speak again, right? There were days where I could not speak. So, surely it's uphill from here. Surely.
Overwhelming force.
I fucked up. Ah, shit. Okay, surely I can hit this color again. Definitely got to be a little bit darker. Not as much. That's good. This sticks out a little bit, doesn't it? I'm not happy. This is better. This is better. Yep. Yo, Trash Pandas, what's up, man? Strep throat? What does that mean? You mean sore throat? Yeah, I've had an infection. I couldn't speak for a few days. Had to go to the doctor, couldn't go to work. The whole kit and caboodle. That shit sucked, bro. I'm the type of person that never calls in sick at work. I take pride in my attendance. Never missed out on school either. I'm not the type to stay at home. It's definitely it's definitely a spectrum.
Who
There's
would stand against us?
There's like people who will take every excuse to stay home, and there's people who take it like way too far and be like, oh, I might be sick, but I can still go, I can still work. And they're in like no condition to actually get shit done. And worse than that, if they come sick to work, they're gonna like infect others, right? So in the end of the day, they're doing more damage than good. You should settle somewhere in the middle, you know? Take care of yourself, but don't be a bitch about it either, right? I also have this like big fear of missing out. That if I'm not attending a class or stuff like that, that I'm missing the world and I have to catch up. Because God knows I'm not doing shit while being sick at home. People that go sick to work are like, if I die, I die. Damn. Oh well, it's been a nice life, but I must serve popcorn at the cinema. It's my calling after all. It definitely has to do with what you work as well, and how much you give a fuck about your work. Right? It's a lot of things, right? When I was feeling under the weather and considering not going to work, you don't only think about, oh, do I give a shit about my work? You also think about, oh, do I give a shit about my colleagues? Because if I don't go to work today, somebody else has to fill in. And if nobody else fills in, that means everyone who's there right now has to work more. Also, Chief Keef of the whole place, right? Your boss has to find somebody to fill in for you, and that's never nice, you know? You don't want to be the guy who calls somebody else and be like, yeah, somebody just called in sick, we're gonna need you to come in. Who wants to be the bearer of bad news, right? Well, that's definitely something to consider. With my old workplace, I didn't give too much of a fuck about the workplace, but definitely about the colleagues. I wouldn't want them to have more work because of me. Right now, I'd say it's the other way around. I'm not too close to my colleagues, but I don't really have real colleagues yet. Because I'm still in my apprenticeship. I'm not at like a workplace yet. But I do care a lot about the police work. I'd show up sick for sure. You know, coloring in these lines right now reminds me of a post I saw today on Twitter. No, wait, it actually was a Reddit post. I did see it on Twitter because somebody reposted it to Twitter. But yeah, it was a Reddit post on the subreddit mildly infuriating. These guys really get so fucking livid about everything. And they just posted to vent and like be angry together. It's so weird. Anyway, there was this guy who posted a picture of his manga. It was open It was Death Note. And you could see like all the characters on the manga pages, they were colored in like all kinds of funky colors with like crayon and shit. It was pretty good colored in actually too. They made the characters drippy as fuck, you know, flowers on the pants and stars on the shirts. Look good, right? This guy was so mad. He was like, my little sister or my niece thought my mangas were coloring books, right? And if they're a collector or some shit, I get it. I'd be kind of mad too. But if you're just reading the thing, or if you already read it and it's just sitting in on your shelf with the rest of the collection, who gives a fuck, right? You're not gonna open that book again anyway. And low-key, they made the characters look drippy as fuck. You know what? Maybe I can find that post. I don't want to get too distracted from the custom skin right now, but I think I can find it real quick. The question is, did they write coloring book? Oh, I found it. I was gonna say coloring book with O or OU, so like British or American. This is not the post, but it references the post. My YouTube chat again. Alright. Dude. Low key, this shit goes hard. Look at this, man. They look fucking cool. This is good. The flower pajama pants. The heart shirt. Come on, bro. Come on. I think they look cool as fuck. This guy kinda looks like Piccolo now. Or he's gonna Hulk out. I think they look good. It's kinda artistic. Honestly, this is good. I couldn't be too mad. I couldn't be too mad, bro. Maybe a little bit, but not too mad. If someone did that, I would be throwing hands. Okay, but if it's your little sister... In this case, it was the little sister. Would you throw hands with your little sister? A little bit unfair, no? What can she do, bro? Can't even fight back. It's not really fair, is it? What do we do next? You know, I'm dreading it, but we should do it. Then again, let's save that for the end, actually. The sign on the back, I think this is gonna be tough to make, especially because we have to erase this first and make it look good. But let's do that towards the end, so we can quickly erase the mistake if it arises. Let's do the hair next. But first, we gotta find the beard and the mustache to remove it. So this is definitely the beard. But where's the mustache?
Their fear is wise.
Where is the mustache? I feel like it would be here with the rest of the beard. Oh yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Or is it? This is not good enough, I need the 3D model. Look at them teeth, bro, what the fuck? It's like 3 spikes, one big one and this one's a little bit separated. This looks a lot like this. That is it, it's mirrored. This is the same thing. So this is probably the back side of it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is this the beard too? Probably. I don't want to delete the eyebrows on accident. This is something I'm afraid of. I think the eyebrows are up here though. This... No, that's not it. The eyebrows have like... This spike up. This is too round. Like a spiky long piece. Afraid I'm gonna delete the wrong thing. So this is definitely the back side of the eyebrow, but where's the front? Why wouldn't it be here?
Our rage is beyond your control.
Why is the front, the back side here, but the front isn't? Unless this really is it. Doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's gonna be colored the same color as the hair anyway. Oh wait, this guy doesn't have eyebrows. No he does. Or does he? Does Akuma not have eyebrows? And I'm losing my voice. It kinda looks like he doesn't have eyebrows, doesn't it? But I think it looks weird if we do it like that. Yeah, he doesn't have eyebrows. He doesn't have any. He just have like, he has really big muscles on his forehead to furrow his brows. He has like really big brows, but he doesn't have eyebrows. I think I'm gonna take a bit of creative freedom here though and keep his eyebrows. Or I'm gonna have to look how it looks in game. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with deleting Udyr's eyebrows. I think it would look weird. I don't think it works. I don't think it would have the effect that we would want it to have. Something really important for Akuma's look is like his stern and like mean face. Akuma can pull that off without eyebrows because of his facial structure. Look at the way his mouth is crooked. Look at the way his brow is furrowed, right? He doesn't need eyebrows for his mean look. Udyr's face is way too smooth. He can't pull that off. Eyebrows is something evolution has given us, not only to protect our eyes, but for our face to be more expressive. Alright, first things first. Let's get rid of the beard. I never thought I would utter these words. Get rid of the beard. Sometimes I wonder how I would look without my beard or with just the mustache. But the commitment is way too big. I couldn't cut it off, bro. I could not. I've had my beard since I was 18 years old, and I recently turned 27. Unk, I know. But, yeah. It's been almost a decade since I saw my chin. And I had a good chin too. One thing I specifically wonder about is if I were to shave my beard, if my skin beneath it would be like a lot brighter because the sun can't get to it. So it would look really goofy for like a few days. So this wasn't a pant leg after all, this was hair. I miscolored this. Not a problem though. See, what you can do is just open the file again. We haven't saved it yet. We just copy the piece that we miscolored. And because the files are both the exact same size, if we copy this and paste it, it's gonna appear in the perfect spot. Ain't that something? Life hacked. Gotta teach them young, life is not fair. There's definitely a lot of people who do not care about throwing hands with a kid. I think in my days as a youngster in school, I've gotten beaten up by older kids two times. And I mean like older kids, and this guy is like twice my size. This shit ain't fair. A beat up is a strong word. I didn't get beat up. It was like one big hit and that shit was done. Gesunde Watschen? What are you trying to say, bro? What is Watschen supposed to mean? Yeah, I know that. What is Watschen supposed to mean? That's no German word I ever heard of.
Fury of the tiger.
Schlag ins Gesicht, ja, okay. Dann hätte ich mir jetzt auch denken können, aber Watschen? From what part of Germany are you from? Man. I hope tomorrow I can just wake up and my throat is fine. wake up healthy. You take shit for granted when you're not sick. I think what bothers me the most is when I got a stuffy nose and you can like hardly breathe and you want to go to sleep and you would like need to go to sleep breathing out of your mouth, which is like so not chill. So what you do is you blow your nose and then you're like on a timer. You're like, okay, if I manage to fall asleep within like the next 15 minutes while my nose is free, I can go to sleep. Otherwise it's gonna be so stuffy again that I need to blow my nose again. But even if you manage to fall asleep, your nose still does get stuffy while you're asleep. So you're gonna snore and you're gonna struggle a bit for air in your sleep. You might not realize, but it's not gonna be as much as a restful sleep as it should be. It's like way too strenuous on your body. That is the worst, bro. That is the worst. I'd much rather have a cough than a stuffy or a drippy nose. 10 out of 10 times. Ah, from Austria, okay. I've never been to Austria, but I imagine it's very similar to Germany. I got no clue though. To be fair, actually, maybe it's not like Germany at all. Because, like, there's already a huge difference in, like, the people and how they behave from city to city in Germany. Like, the city I live in is full of white trash. It's like the lowest of the low. Just fucking freeloaders. Mooching off of other people. Not putting in work. The city I live in is so pitiful. But from this is not where I was born, right? I moved here for my studies. The city I was born in, the people are much... and they're definitely nicer. Some people actually say the city I was born in, the people are very uptight and like treat themselves like they're royalty. They definitely make a point there. A lot of hipsters. But I rather have it this way than white trash. I remember this one time, and maybe it's really not the same. Yeah, I get that. I probably encounter a lot of trash because I get around with public transport a lot. I'm looking into getting myself a used car. Yeah, my dad is helping me with that. He knows a lot more about cars than I do. A friend of his is actually selling his Mercedes. Yeah, and we're looking to buy. Would be nice if I could get that one. It's supposed to be a C204 Mercedes in black. It's awesome. For a used car, getting like a limousine like that, awesome. Shout out to my dad. Anyway, what I was going to say. I probably encounter a lot of trash because I go around with public transport. And, dude, the people I see sometimes is crazy. I was just standing at the station, waiting for the tram to come in, right? And there was a train going by, and some woman got out, and she was beefing with a passenger who was remaining inside the tram, and she was just tossing slurs at this guy, like the wildest shit. But she did all that like from a somewhat safe distance, and after the doors of the tram had already closed, right? Such pussy shit, bro. You know she wouldn't do that shit to him face to face. Like fucking tossing slurs at them and like beating at the door, like you're not gonna do shit. Oh, it's so infuriating, bro. Some people have way too big of balls, right? Some people need their balls broken in. They've never gotten their shit kicked in. They don't know when to shut up. Some people are too privileged because they're either too trashy or too pitiful, and sometimes, let's be honest, women. Yeah, but these guys generally don't get involved into fights because it's either frowned upon fighting these people or not worth the time. And that leads to these people having insane egos. They think they can get away with everything, dude, and that shit is... I'd never, you know, because I have too much to lose. I'd never engage in a fight with any of these people, right? Well, I'm thinking to myself, today you met somebody patient. Somebody who endures your bullshit. But there's gonna be the day of reckoning where you meet somebody who is not as patient as me and has less to lose. Because that's really what it is, right? That's really what it is with these trashy people looking for fights, looking for trouble. Is they have nothing to lose, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, bro. They got nothing to lose. Me, if I fight somebody and somebody would like put criminal charges on me, that could cost me my job. That would ruin my fucking life. Not because I need the job to survive. I could just find another job and could pay rent. There's no issue, right? There's lots of jobs I could find. But there's no other job I want. So, for the rest of my life, I would be like, wow, just because I fought this fucking asshole, I lost my dream job. I could never forgive myself. Alright, let's color this hair. We want like a nice dark red color. Definitely some saturation in there. It's a spectrum, right? Here it's very light and then it gets darker because of the shading. I think it's very saturated. Here it almost looks orange. It's like a bright red orange. More red for sure. We could use the sepia filter here as well, maybe. Let's see what we got. There's some red here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use some sepia on this. Get that red more poppin'. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Little dark. I'll adjust the darkness in a different setting. So this is definitely too... Is it too much saturation? The red color is definitely perfect. All I'm thinking about right now is saturation and darkness. I feel like this is too much saturation, but the darkness could fix that, because this seems too little. This is good. And then we change the darkness. It's too much. Maybe I do take a little bit of saturation out. Okay. Good, good, good. Maybe it's still too much. Okay. Now it's good.
Feral instinct guides our fist.
Okay, we're starting to reach the finer details of this custom skin. The most important and big parts are recolored. The chroma part of the skin is done. Now we gotta add the details, right? We gotta fix his face because we took away the beard. We have to change the eyes, which is a quick copy-paste job. This shouldn't be difficult. And most important, I think this is the most important thing to get right, which is why I'm saving it for last, so we can change it often and easily if I'm not happy. The sign on the back. I'm not sure if I want to make it this glowy, but it should definitely pop. It should be very, very visible. For Akuma, the sign on the back is a very important thing. Because a lot of moves Akuma does, especially his ultimate move, is like an edgy anime type thing. Like he dashes at you and then he does like a million hit combo and then he goes like past you and he turns his back, right? And you see the sign. And it's like this "you're already dead" moment, and then all the damage hits you at once. We could actually do that with Udyr. Imagine we hit somebody with Awakened R or Awakened Q, and then we just turn our back and they die to the overtime damage. Yeah. Yeah. Akuma Udyr is going to happen. You know, I'm really jealous about how many good and cool custom skins Mundo and Set get. I think most of the time Set and Mundo are the best fit for these custom skins, but they could work on Udyr as well. The skins, yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the skin and be like, it should have been me. I want to play this, but on Udyr. For instance, there's an Asura custom skin for Set. Obviously, Set is a million times better for this custom skin. But Udyr is also a martial artist who uses his hands. It could work on him. And then there's like a Senator Mundo skin. Obviously, it works better on Mundo than for Udyr. But that doesn't mean it's like not working on Udyr. You know what I mean?
Vigilant eyes.
You know what I almost forgot? We need to give Udyr a 10. I forgot that. But before we do that, we need to fix his face. We need to give him a forehead, a chin, and this part of the face, the upper lip. Now this is how we did Heihachi Udyr. Wait, we didn't delete this. I thought this is part of the beard. I guess not. This is the mustache. This was the beard we removed. And we gave him a head. As you can see, he has much more forehead here as he has here. Where did I graft this from? Well, I took a part of his arm. I took a part of his arm and put that on his head. Yeah, and I gave him this chin transplant. Which looks a little bit weird here, but looked really good in game. It worked. But I might do it again now. Can make it look better. Okay. So this, I guess I shouldn't have deleted. I was sure this is part of the beard, but I guess not. What the fuck? An error occurred with my playback ID. Play my lo-fi mix, brother. You know what the worst part of today was? I don't want to be a complainer, right? Like I said, I was sitting in this this computer room, learning with the other peeps, and then there was Yeah, the teacher who taught us, he constantly made like little jokes, and the entire room, I could feel, was very, very tired
Our
and
blood
did not
runs
want to be
hot.
there at all. And none of his jokes really landed. Some of them were okay, most of them were just not really funny. Made me feel a little bit bad for him. And he was always like asking questions during his rants. And oh, have you discussed this and that before? And nobody was like saying anything or raising their hand. He was like, okay, that's no problem, I can tell you about it. Like it was like always like yes or no questions. Nobody was feeling up to it to like talk to him. Yeah. That shit made it real awkward. Okay, so. Yeah, I mean, we've got the chill part behind us. Now it's time to put in some actual work. But, I'll tell you what, I really like that forehead. And we are just gonna nap that. We are just going to take this forehead. It's probably gonna have an off color. Oh no, actually not. Wow, did I not change the skin color of the Heihachi skin? I thought I made it like a bit more yellow. Oh, I guess not. So that's the forehead issue taken care of. Now we just gotta graft this guy a chin, chinny chin chin, and an upper lip. Now what would make a good chin? How did I do it before? I'm not sure what this part is. Is it his nose? Did I take his nose for the chin? I think some part of the arm would work great. Something where it like bulges, like this, or this, or this.
Our instincts are razor
I
sharp.
think that could work. We want it like bulging forward. We don't want it to be a flat chin. It's gonna look weird now, but I'm gonna need you to trust in the process. That being said, we're gonna make a version with beard and without beard. Because I'm still not sure without beard is the way to go. It definitely would look the most like Akuma, but we'll have to see, we'll have to see. Sometimes it's not a smart idea to like go too crazy off the script. Yes, baby, that Botox looks great on you. You know what's really scary? Speaking of like, since we are at the topic of plastic surgery, I'm seeing a lot of people are getting nose jobs. I think it's sad. I think it's kinda sad. First and foremost, it's sad that people can't embrace the way they look. You know, I was not always the handsome fella I am today. You know, there were times where I didn't have the swag and style I have today. Didn't have a beard. I didn't have a hairstyle. I had nothing going. My style of clothes was like a fucking school shooter. Just black hoodies every day, right? But hey, you grow into your body and you find your own style, right? And I think it's sad that people at a very young age feel like they need to get something like a nose job. Maybe that's just me, but I think if you have like a very specific nose shape, like that can give you a lot of character. I think people are being self-conscious there for no reason. Yeah, like every now and then when I walk through the city, I see somebody with like, how do you say, like a bandage on their nose and like tape over it to keep it in place. And you know, they just gotten a nose job. That or they gotten they gotten their fucking ass beat, right? But most of the time, the nose job. It's like, it's definitely people in their very early 20s. Or like not even. Like 19 maybe sometimes. I think this is a way better chin than last time. I think we're outdoing ourselves here. We just gotta make sure the color is right. Because this color is like way rosier than the face. The face is like yellowish and a bit brighter. But since we're changing the tan of the entire thing, it's gonna fit in the end. Like I said, trust the process. But honestly, I mean, I guess if these kids think the nose job is gonna help them, that's still better than them getting their lips pumped up or their boobs or their butts enlarged. That's like way worse for your health and makes you look way stupider. Right? Nose job, hey, it's a small thing. People might not even realize, you know. I guess it's a smaller evil. It's okay. Not that bad. It's a smaller offense. As long as it's not like their gateway drug. You know what I mean? So like they get started with a nose job and they're like, wow, I feel so much better about my body now. Wow, this helped me so much with my self-image. I bet if I would change more about myself, I would feel even better. Matter of fact, a friend of mine got their boobs done and now I want it too. It's like, oh no. See, now you're going off the deep end. See, now you're doing too much. I would never, bro. I would never. The only time I would consider plastic surgery is if I would had a horrific accident. And I think that's widely different. I think that is widely different. You can't even compare these two. I don't know why I did. Alright. The meaty mustache.
Of the Phoenix.
So what we're gonna do now to touch up all the little weird thingies is we're gonna circle in the edges. The edge. A circle in the edges. And we're gonna blur it so it molds into the rest of the face. So you can't see like a clear separate line. Most of the time you're not gonna see this in-game anyway, but you would see it if you would zoom into the face. And you know, I might make like a close-up screenshot of the skin for a thumbnail sometime, or like for a skin showcase. So for that, it gotta look pretty. And it's also like, you know, you gotta take a little bit pride, a little bit of pride in your work, right? If you do it, you gotta do it right. Just because nobody sees it doesn't mean it's not bad. Alright, hit him with the blur. 2, maybe 3. No, that's too much. 2 is good. It's a lot better already, trust. And once we change the skin color, it's like I never changed a thing. Now, we want this dark tan. We want this dark tan body, not quite black, just like very, very tanned. I wonder if there's like a character with black skin that would fit for an Udyr custom skin. You know, I could make... Yeah, I could definitely make... never mind. I just thought about making another custom skin for Black Belt Udyr, where I just make him like a karate master. So he's gonna have like a black belt and a white suit, and then like a red headband. But then I thought, wait, since we're on the topic of Street Fighter, this would make him like a really good Ryu. I would just make him Ryu. Ryu has gloves like this as well. Yeah, but making him like a karate master with like a white gi would make the black skin look really good. But I guess I gotta come up with something else, because the idea of making him look like Ryu is too good to pass up.
From
You got the headband, you got the gloves. Shit. I got like 1.5 hours to finish this skin. Hope I can make it. I think it can be finished in an hour. With the pace we got going right now. Maybe even like 45 minutes. I could just color this in as well. What am I doing? It's just the skin beneath the clothes. I'm gonna color all of this. You know, I think sometimes I'm gonna miss taking public transport once I got my car. But I'm not gonna miss it too often. But there's times where public transport is really chill. Just get to sit down, look out the window of the train, listen to some music, and let yourself, you know, reach the goal on your own. Like you don't gotta drive, you don't gotta do nothing. But there's definitely the stuff that makes public transport just not worth it. Like the waiting, for instance. Waiting for the train, especially if it's too late. If you have an appointment, you gotta like get up way earlier to make it there on time. Like, for instance, I recently, for an early shift to work, had to be there at 6 in the morning, which is very early, to be fair. But if I had a car, I could leave at 5 a.m. and would be there at 5:45. With public transport, because at night there's not a lot of trains, I had to get up way earlier. And also, of course, the trains take a lot longer. And you have to account for the fact that if you miss one of your trains or they just don't show up, you gotta have a plan B so you still make it there on time, right? So counting all that in, instead of leaving the house at 5 a.m., I left the house at 3 a.m. to be able to catch a train at 3:39. To be fair, I was at work already at 5 a.m., so like an hour early. But it was either being there at 5 a.m. or like 6 a.m. on the dot. And they expect you to be ready at 6, so an hour earlier it is. The first thing I'm gonna do when I got my new car is I'm gonna make a bunch of mixtapes on CDs. I'm gonna burn a bunch of music on CDs. I'm gonna sort them all in a little folder, like a little small folder, and put them in my car. And then I have like a CD for everything. Like 20, 30 songs on each CD. And one's gonna be like hip hop, one's gonna be rap, one's gonna be like sad, melancholic music, one's gonna be disco, you know, and I got a CD for every mood. Call me old-fashioned, bro, but I don't want to use my phone for anything in the car, because that's just murder on the battery, and you need your phone for all kinds of other shit and for emergencies, right? I don't like to navigate with my phone either, because then it's just sitting in the sun under the car window, the windshield window, right? And it's just burning up. It's not good for the it's not good for the phone at all. So I'm gonna need a navigation
The
system.
hearth fire calls.
That's not how you say it. There was a specific word for it, I forgot. Anyway, I need navigation and I need a bunch of CDs. Yeah. That's actually gonna be my first self-bought car. The first car I rode and was like pretty much mine, I just inherited from my grandma. But the car was already 25 years old at that time and had its best times behind it, and I made sure of that. Yeah, and ever since then it was just public transport because it was handy. The connection in my city is pretty good. And never really bothered buying a car because I feel like it would be a waste and like a needless financial strain on me. But times have changed. I earn more money now, and there's definitely moments where I'm like, oh my god, a car would be so nice right now. For instance, when I'm going to police boot camp. That's like twice a year. And I have to take a lot of baggage with me. A lot. And carrying all that baggage by foot, that was crazy, bro. Alright, so the skin color. Let's see. We want a brown. Taking some saturation out definitely helps. I can't believe I'm saying this though. I think I'm just gonna slap sepia on it again. It has just been really helpful. I kinda don't want the scars to change that color too though. Maybe that's too intense. That is kind of going into the direction, yeah. I kind of don't want the scars to change color as well. That doesn't really make sense, does it?
Spirit.
The skin only works for black belt Udyr, yes. I think, yeah, I don't think I can make it work for base Udyr. This skin is only gonna work for Black Belt Udyr. Luckily, Black Belt Udyr is very cheap. I think it's like a 520 RP skin, maybe like 750. It's very much on the cheaper side of skins. I actually bought skins sometimes, just because I wanted to make a custom skin based on them. I had like no interest in the skin itself. I was like, yeah, this is okay, but I'm really just buying it because I have a great custom skin idea for this skin. Sometimes when I made custom skins like these, I made them available for the base skin. Obviously, my community likes that. They're like, great, everyone can use this skin now, right? But the custom skin community sometimes takes issue with that. So like I couldn't upload it on official websites because they're like, yeah bro, that's a skin hack. Like, I don't think I have a picture of that skin right now. Hold on. I think, in my opinion, they take it a little bit too far. Because to me, a skin hack is if you like copy a skin 1-to-1, right? They're taking this way too serious. For instance, some people are from my community. They made an OG Spirit Guard Udyr skin, so that means you can play the pre-reworked Spirit Guard Udyr on base skin Udyr. And they had a problem with that. They were like, you can't play Spirit Guard Udyr on the base skin. You have to play Spirit Guard on Spirit Guard. It's like, bro, it's pre-rework Udyr. The skin doesn't even exist anymore. You couldn't buy it if you wanted to. And the new Spirit Guard Udyr is nothing like the old Spirit Guard Udyr. Like, let people enjoy things. This is not a skin hack. You're taking this way too serious. Then I once made a Nautilus skin, which I actually uploaded to their website, and they took it down and like talked shit about it on their Discord server, saying it's a skin hack and who would be so stupid to make this. It wasn't my intention to do something like this. It wasn't my intention. I was just having fun. I made a skin for this Nautilus. I wanted to make him look really, really badass, so I made a chroma for it. I changed all the silver parts to black, and these golden parts, I kept golden, but I changed them to make like the gold brighter and more saturated. And the blue parts I changed to red. I made them look red. So it was black, gold, and red. And these eye slits I made also like glow in red. So it was like a badass, how do you say, Black Knight. It was a Black Knight, right? And they took that shit down and were like, this is a skin hack. And I only made it available for the base skin because I was like, well, I don't want people to look at the skin and be like, oh, I can only play this when I have Warden Nautilus, right? And then not install it. I want as many people as possible to be able to afford this installing the skin. But yeah, they had an issue with that. And I can kinda understand that, because that really was just a chroma. But the Spirit Guard Udyr thing, that was too far. That was stupid. I don't know where you have the balls defending Riot's property like that. When they like probably not give a shit about pre-rework Udyr anymore. They don't give a fuck, so why should you? Alright, so Now when I recolor the skin, the scars won't get recolored. I kinda like those, I wanna keep them. Let's try and get this brown tan. It's not easy. Kinda having trouble hitting that color. Now what could help probably is changing the brightness. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So not make them too dark.
Gaze upon us in awe.
I'm not sure this is gonna look good in game. I'm hoping. I think this is good. And now I can change the color of the scars to match. Make them like same but darker. I don't need to do much more after recoloring the scars here. We just need to give him the sign on the back. Delete the headband, that takes a second. Yeah. Give him the sign on the back, delete the headband, recolor the belt. And yeah, the eye. That's it. But it's pretty much just recolor the belt, give him the sign on the back, because the other two things are gonna take a second. Definitely gotta hurry up a little bit, because I gotta get up at 6 AM again. Don't have the time to cook dinner. So I gotta get up early enough so I can have breakfast and still make it on time. I'm hoping my time at the don't really know how to translate that. Anyway, I'm going to be working for criminal investigation for the next 4 weeks after this week. And I have been working in the police patrol for the last 4 weeks.
Our spirits have merged.
That's a pretty tight schedule. I'm hoping I have a little bit more free time with criminal investigation. See, the thing is with the criminal investigators, they don't have a night shift. I think they work like one long day, so from 7 AM to like 6 PM. So like your 9 to 5, your 1 day shift. But they don't work nights. That's the difference to like the 24-hour system with shifts that the patrol police has. So sometimes you would have like early shift on one day and then night shift the same day, and that shit is legal because it's more than 11 hours apart, but it's so fucked up because imagine Bro, imagine. Imagine you have night shift, you work till 6 a.m. in the morning, you have a 9-hour shift behind you. Wait, no. No, I'm trolling, never mind. It is kind of fucked up for the sleep schedule though. Ah, man, I'm too fucking lazy for this. There we go. That works. Getting impatient, I want to see the skin in game. There's still some stuff I have to do, and specifically very important stuff that I can't be messing up. If I go mess it up, it's gonna look shit. I hope I can find a good...
Burn their ass.
I hope I can find a good picture of Akuma turning his back where I can just copy paste his sign from. And it has like a good strong color but not like too glowy. Can definitely glow a little bit, but I feel like this is too strong. I couldn't copy paste this, I think. One thing is for certain, I'm not gonna start drawing Japanese signs, because that shit's gonna look messy. It's gonna be a copy paste job with some paint job after it. So like I'm gonna fix the edges and stuff so it doesn't look pixelated and like smoothly fits in. Blur the edges, stuff like that. Okay, that's the scars. Perfect. That looks pretty good to me. Was that like slightly blue? I don't want it to be blue. Is that blue? It's not, no. Trolling. Seemed a little blue to me. It's good. Okay. Okay. So, you got that. The foot bandages could definitely be a bit yellowed. Since we changed the bandages on the arms as well. Now that makes sense. Wouldn't want them to look different from one another.
Our journey continues.
I wonder if other people have that too. When they think about like stuff in their childhood and where they experienced like stuff that was like way too close of a call. And think about it, what if that shit would have went south? That would have been traumatic for everyone involved. Like I remember this one time, me and my family, we were on vacation in Spain, and we were near a beach, and we would go to the beach almost every day and just swim in the water, you know. I wasn't a good swimmer. My brothers were, right? And we all had what do you call it? Like rings. Like floaties. Big floaties. We had like big ass fucking floating donuts. Yeah, and we would like swim in the water all day. And one day we were there in the evening. And I remember it was just my mom, me, and my little brother. My twin brother. So if shit would have gone south, my dad wouldn't have been there to like help. He's definitely a better swimmer than my mom, and just because of the fact that it's like me and my brother, so it would have been my mother having to help two people. So anyway, we were like close to the beach, but like deep enough in the water that it would go like up to our waist or like up to our stomach. And dude, the weather was picking up fast. It was like it was getting really cloudy, really windy, and the waves were getting bigger and bigger, right? And kind of like dragging at us, like kind of tossing us. And I think there wouldn't have been much left for like one unlucky wave to like drag me or my brother out to the sea. And that shit is really crazy to think about. Did I slap Sepia on the other as well? I think I did. Sepia is just my best friend, isn't it? This looks so much better than the white one. I don't want it to look too much like the skin color though. That's good. Is this part of the bandage too? I think it is. Shit. Yeah, anyway, that's like one thing. I don't know, it's like a core memory. There's also this one time where I almost choked on a fishbone. Hey, that shit was really lodged. sideways in my throat. And I could not get it out. Only the tiniest bit of air was getting in. Hey, it was... Hey, I was struggling. Alright, let's copy this. Alright, let's see the eye. Yeah, that works. No, that will work. Yeah. Just gotta smooth that out a little bit around the edges here. Bro almost died, casually mentions on the stream. Did no one else ever have this? I feel like if you have lived on planet Earth for like 20 plus years, you must have had some shit happen that's like almost gotten you killed. In the city I'm currently living in, there's like a lot of asshole drivers. Like nobody can drive here and they're very impatient and they run red lights all the time.
A brief meditation.
And I remember, yeah, I can show you. So like I said, I often go by public transport, right? And imagine this is the street and this is the walkway, right? This red here, this is the walkway. But there's a little bit of street. No, I fucked this up. Excuse me, hold on. This is the walkway. And when I would go by tram, by public transport, right? It would always be here. So there's like a little bit of street in between, right? So when you would get out of the tram, there could be cars passing by through here. And usually, and declared by the law, they need to stop behind a tram if a tram stops. But there's assholes who will drive through this gap. And one time I got out, there was a car that sped by there, and I was already like with 1 foot out the door, bro. This guy would have ran me over if I didn't see this shit last second. I don't know about you guys, but me personally am terrified of dying a stupid death. Just my life going to waste because some bastard fucks up, you know? When it's like not even my fault. Some asshole just drunk driving runs somebody over, shit like that. Imagine dying like that, going out like that. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. It's not quite the right red color, but I don't think it's important. don't think this white outside is too important. I might just be fill-in color. Most important is the center. Okay. What else do we have? The headband, the belt, the sign on the back. Almost done, boys. Let's get the easy shit done first. We are just gonna delete the headband. Akuma does not wear this goofy shit. He has a big ass forehead and he wears it loud and proud. I should mention one thing about the story where I felt like the waves were about to drag me and my brother out to sea. My mom did realize that shit was like picking up real quick, and it was her who said, okay, we're getting the fuck out of here now. We played enough in the water. So I don't want it to sound like I had irresponsible parents. That is not the case. That is absolutely not the case. You know what's really crazy is how often my twin brother fell on his head. I think 3 times he had an injury on his head because he fell on his head. One time it was my fault because I pushed him from a chair. He was singing like an annoying melody and I told him to stop multiple times. We were doing like arts and crafts in the kitchen. I was like, I can't enjoy this shit if you're annoying me. You're ruining my good mood. and he just kept on doing it on purpose to annoy me. And I had a good angle of just pushing him from the chair. Our kitchen chairs didn't have armrests either. So he would just flop out the chair if I push him from the side. Yeah. And yeah, he hit his head on the floor and then he started crying. And yeah, needless to say, arts and crafts was over then. So he successfully ruined my fucking evening. Oh well. Oh well. I'm sure he wasn't too happy with the result either. Let's recolor the belt. Otherwise I'll forget. Wouldn't be the first time. We've made so many black belt Udyr custom skins by now. There is Mana Martial Artist Udyr. Then there's Heihachi Mishima Udyr. This one. We made Dragon Ball Udyr with the Goku outfit. I feel like there's one more I might be forgetting. But yeah, Black Belt Udyr is amazing for custom skins. Because he just has this martial arts gi on, and there's so many characters that also wear this. And even if you're not like making a cosplay custom skin of him looking like another character, it's still great for custom skins because the yellow gi can be so easily changed in every other color of the rainbow. And you can change like the sign on the back to anything you like. Somebody would want to make a custom skin for Udyr, I'd say they should definitely start by making one for Black Belt Udyr. It's the easiest to make custom skins for. Very much so. After that, probably Spirit Guard Udyr. Yeah. I wouldn't say that base Udyr is difficult to work with. It's very straightforward. The thing is, there's just not a lot to work with, right? He doesn't wear anything beside his pants. With Spirit Guard Udyr, you still have his arm guards, you have his meditation beads, you have his pants, and on top of his pants he's wearing like his skirt, I guess, his robe. Yeah, robe is more fitting. There's more to work with, right? I think for base Udyr, I only made one custom skin, maybe two. We do be running a little bit low on time. But I am so close to finishing the skin. I'm 100% finishing it and looking at it in game.
Give no ground.
There's no way I'm like finishing the skin off stream or God forbid on another stream, because it's not worth doing another stream for. It's like 20 minutes of work at max. At max we need to take 20 more minutes, yeah. Unless it takes me like really long to find a good Akuma back sign. Or I need to fix stuff that I notice in-game. Like not being happy with the hair color or stuff like that. Hey Bro, I'm tired hanging out, I have to work early tomorrow. Bin gespannt aufs Resultat. Yo. Alright, you have a good night then. And I'm sure it's gonna look great. Sorry I couldn't finish it earlier, but maybe you can see the end result tomorrow. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, what color is the belt? Brown, right? Yeah. I want a deep, nice brown. Oh yeah, yeah, here we go. I think we want to keep it very saturated and then just make it dark again. It's too dark. Like this, perfect. Perfect. Might be a bit too bright, actually. No, it's fine. Actually not too okay anymore with this color. This seems off. Like I need to desaturate this. Like I don't even want to look at it in game. I think it's gonna look shit.
Indestructible.
I swear this is definitely not me buying for time to not have to work on the sign on the back. I want to get this skin more done than you could ever want. But we don't want the skin looking shit in game now, do we? I can tell after coloring all the other stuff, I can see this yellowish color looking too off. It would drag way too much attention. You're not gonna see it most of the time because you can only see his martial arts gloves when he's not in a form. So that would be after you respawn and when you recall. Otherwise you will always be in one of your stances. That being said, there's gonna be times when you see it. Especially when you recall. That might definitely be a thing that's like only annoying to me and no one else. Everyone else would be like, oh, this is a fine skin, this is good. Oh, yeah, this looks a little bit off, but you don't see it too often. And they just appreciate having what they have, right? But me, having made the skin and having a standard that I want to meet, and knowing I could have fixed this, I'm fixing it. It should be so much easier to select all of this. This doesn't have the same color as this blue around it at all. And there we go.
Defend all sides.
Sometimes I miss my days at working as a cashier in a supermarket. Not because I liked the work there, but because of how careless my life was. I didn't have to give a shit about anything. I was earning enough to have a roof over my head and still be able to put a little bit of money on the side. Not a lot, but a little bit. Live comfortably, right? But it was a job with no future, right? And I was like, dude, 20 years in the future, you're gonna hate this job and you're gonna regret not having made more money and making something out of yourself. So eventually, the chill days, I had to quit. Immediately, this looks already better with less saturation. Immediately. So much better. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now, the most important part of the skin. Thing we've all been waiting for. We need to change this sign on the back. To Akuma's sign. Like this. I like this. It glows, but it doesn't drag too much attention. Only problem is, it's like he's turned a little bit to the side, which makes it pretty impossible to use. This is also very high definition. Excuse me. This is also very high definition. This I feel glows too much. I like this. This is in a way. That's from Tekken. Akuma Tekken 7. Maybe we can find the picture. Is that the same? It might just be, bro. It might just be.
Maintain guard.
It is pretty good. He has his back perfectly turned. It's high definition too. Let's try it out. So, I don't think I want the purple glow around it. I really just want the red. See, because it's so glowy, it's tough to say, like, where do you draw the line? So it could look a little bit messy. I think it will 100% look messy, but willing to try. Oh, this could be alright. There's a little bit of purple on the outside, but... well, yeah, I can fix this. This is good. This is perfect. Right, we want to make this nice and big, right? It reaches almost down to his belt. There's like one hand size in between. Yeah. There's a lot of more space between Udyr's sign and this. So about down to this crease. We want to go down to this crease. Which we are. This is the crease. This right here. So this is where the belt would be. So this is perfect here. Don't make it too big, because up here is where the collar is. We don't want the sign to go into the collar, because then it's gonna like fuck up the shape or like be behind the color. Make it a little bit wider, but still have it centered somewhat. This. Think that's it. This is gonna look fire. I can tell, bro. I can tell. You developed this skill for
We endure.
of being able to tell if something's gonna look fire in game before you even get there. I can tell the shit is gonna be gas. We're gonna start by roughly filling this in here. Then we're gonna do the fine lines in a second. First we want to fill out the background. Okay, we put a blur on this later. I wanna always like copy the nearest blue, so you kinda keep the same shading alive. I hope I'm making sense here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright. So now we're gonna blur this, so this will fit in a lot better. Trust in the process, guys. Trust in the process. Alright, and now I'm gonna finish those lines. Like so.
Push through their defenses.
Awesome. From afar you can already not tell the difference. Now we just gotta fill them in with this lighter blue. Up here. And down there. you change something about a skin or add it with like freehand painting? It's good to just follow the flow of what already exists. It's ended up a bit too wide over here. So we're gonna paint over that. Make that a bit tighter. It's a bit better. Yeah. I just don't like that this line is so straight, you know? There should be a little bit of a buckle. Like up here. And just a little bit like that. Okay. And now... And now... a layer down and do some edge work. I don't want too much of this purple. And also it's a bit pixelated. Of course we want the sign to pop. The symbol on his back.
Unbreakable will.
But not too much. It needs to be like fitted in. So we're gonna trace around it with the blue. So the edge is more red than purple. And that's gonna be enough for it to stick out. I can't wait to see it in game, bro. One thing I totally forgot about now is I wanted to make one version with beard, one without, in case the no beard version looks bad. I don't think I have the time today to make a no beard version. We're gonna look at the skin. The most important thing is that all the colors look right, the symbol on the back looks right. And if no beard Udyr Akuma looks shit, I'm gonna add back the beard offline, because it's just a little bit of needy work that nobody needs to see, right? Just adding something back. Yo, Yukon, what's up, man? Look what we got done here. I'm already finished. I'm putting the final touch on this. I'm about to look at the skin in-game. It's been way too long since I made a custom skin. Sometimes I get demotivated to make new custom skins, because Riot makes it really hard to make them, and they break old custom skins. To the point where I feel like they're doing it on purpose. But yeah, it's been a while, and I thought to myself, hey, I'm super rusty in League of Legends right now, so I don't feel like playing the game. And somebody on the Discord recommended making this custom skin. So I was like, hey, why not have a chill stream and just do that? Right, almost done. We just need to get rid of this sign over here, erasing the last trace of Udyr and embracing Akuma.
Strength of mind and body.
Akuma. Okay. Good. Save this. I'm not sure. I think it was BC3. And let's have a look at this, shall we? Oh, wait. Ah, fuck. Forgot something. There we go. Now it works. Now there is a jump scare warning. Jump scare warning, guys. I tried to make Udyr without a beard. This might be shocking to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. I think the skin itself is gonna look sick, but it might look goofy without the beard, and we have to re-add the beard. But I wanted to try something crazy. Akuma. You know, Akuma doesn't have a beard. And I thought like, hey, if we want Udyr to look as much as Akuma as possible, we gotta get rid of the beard. Yeah, we'll see how that looks. I'm pretty sure we got all the colors right. The only thing I'm worried about is the beard thing. Yeah, oh yeah. This is pretty fucking good. The gloves need to be darker. I was afraid this was gonna happen. The gloves look too close to the skin tone. I'm very happy with the skin tone. We wanted the slight tan, right? Sign on the back is a little bit too wide. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. This is too big, but I like the colors. Belt, maybe a little bit less saturated.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Show me your face. Oh my god. Nope, nope, nope. We're adding the beard back. We're not considering beardless Udyr. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. That looks too cursed. That looks way too cursed. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. Okay. Let's see. Shit. That's kind of a lot of work. Okay, let's get working. So this needs to be smaller. little bit. Messing up my lines and shit. Fuck. Okay, and I need to make these gloves darker. Which is a pain in the ass. That is a pain in the ass. I didn't think Udyr with a beard, without the beard would look this fucking bad. Maybe I messed up at some points. But even if I messed up, it should never look this bad. But the main things look good. I'm happy with the hair color. I'm happy with the color of his clothes. I just want the gloves to be a bit darker and the belt to be a little less saturated.
Calls.
Then add his beard back, recolor the beard, and it's done. Just a little touch up. Oh, circling this in is a bitch. I'm thinking if I should make a video about the custom skin. It's easy views. And make a little bit of publicity for the skin so more people download it and get to enjoy it. I obviously want as many people to enjoy this custom skin as possible. But if I work on a custom skin video, it won't take long, it's just a little montage, right? But it would stop me from working on other bigger videos instead. There's so many videos I want to make. I wonder genuinely if there's like non-full-time YouTubers out there who are struggling with creativity, because that is like the least bit of my issue. I have too many videos I want to make. I want to make so much stuff at once. There's too much I want to make. Oh man, tomorrow's gonna be a bitch of a day. Gotta get up early to cook food, but I don't really have breakfast food. I only have like whole meals. Can't rush that in the morning. So I gotta go out and buy shit. But if I get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, nothing is open. So what, I just starve? What I should have done is cook food in the evening, but no. I wanted to stream.
Raw power.
Oh well, tomorrow is not gonna be a long day. I reckon it's another like 6 hours. 6 hours you can starve yourself and just eat after. Most important thing really is that I get to sleep early, so I'm not tired. Everything is worse when you're tired. I shouldn't take much more than 20 more minutes on this custom skin, but I don't think I need more than 20 minutes. I think we're in boss rush mode here. I'm craving holidays way too much right now. Brother, I'm exhausted. I want too many things in life at once. And I'm so... I can't even find a word of how it makes me feel. But thinking about wanting to do all this stuff and not having the time to do all of it is worrying and exhausting. There's like so many friends that I want to keep in touch with, but I don't find the time to meet them all. There's so many videos I want to make, but I don't always find the motivation for editing and writing scripts. There's so much stuff I need to learn for university. There's no but there. There's just a lot of stuff I need to learn, and I'm gonna do that, but it's just another thing I have to do, you know. Responsibilities. Life is only as hard as you make it for yourself. But I'm the type of person that will struggle in the here and now, so you have something to be proud of later. I really pity the punks, the homeless by choice. They must have no drive in their life, no goals, or they had goals. Maybe they were at a similar point as I was sometime, and they just felt like they couldn't make it. They cracked under the pressure.
Overwhelming force.
But real shit, how can you let that happen? When the alternative is you're gonna be a homeless bum that never makes something out of himself, how can you let the pressure get to you? How can you let that happen? These are the types of homeless I don't give a dime to either. Homeless by choice is disgusting. There's some homeless people where you can tell they've had it rough. They had some sort of addiction, or they lost their job to a health condition. It's those homeless I feel for. Often give these guys $1, right? Just today, actually, when I came back with by train from work, I walked through the station and there was this one guy. You know, usually the homeless people, they sit on some stairs or like leaning on a wall to the side. But there was this one guy who was pretty much in front of the staircase going up to the main station. And if you were walking up or down the staircase, you pretty much had to walk by him. He was facing the staircase. He was just sitting there on his knees with his cap in front of him, expecting people to throw money in it. I was like, this is the most shameless shit ever. Many of the homeless, they sit amongst each other or off to the side because they don't want to be too much in the public eye. They know they're seen anyway, and if they need money, most of them are gonna walk up to you and ask you. But there's this guy, it pissed me off, really it did, kneeling in front of the staircase, almost in the way of people walking there. He didn't look like he had he didn't look like he wasn't in working condition, like he couldn't do something for his fucking money. And like willingly putting yourself into the public eye like this. Like being like, oh, woe is me, look at me. Please, a kind donation. Whatever. You know, it's like, do you like have no decency, no shame left in your body? When you're homeless, there's a lot that is stripped away from you without you having much of a choice. You're gonna look more rugged and unkept. You don't really have a choice in that matter. And you're gonna have to let some of your pride go, asking people for help. But you should reserve a little bit of pride, because that's the only thing you have left, right? I could never become a homeless man. I could never. Dude, if I would struggle to stay in the job I'm in an apprenticeship for right now, I'd get kicked out or something like that, I couldn't make it, I would just go back to being a cashier. Sure, that fucking sucks, right? But there's worse. It's easy money. And even while I was working that job, at the end of the day, I felt accomplished. There's worse. There's so much worse, bro. Imagine not finding work. Okay, we wanted this part to be less saturated, right? I can see that. This should do. Okay, fix that. Now we just need to add back the beard.
Power without bounds.
And yeah. I feel like I was a bit lazy with this. It actually needs to be even smaller. I was being lazy with this, let's be honest. Now it should be good. Trace the edges here. So you can't tell of the war crime I committed. Making a custom skin is always a chill time, but I always do get impatient towards the end if, especially if I'm on limited time. I for sure get impatient. Not so much with custom skins where I have like a lot of creative choices to make. With this skin it was pretty straightforward. I had my work cut out for me. Right, because I'm pretty much just copying the style of Akuma. Gamers.
Run them down.
Needed a new black belt Udyr file, so we can copy and paste the beard that we deleted. So we may get it back. Come on, this is the last thing we gotta do. Copy the beard, paste it onto Akuma Udyr, recolor it into the nice red color that we had before. And then all that's left to do is look at the end result and be proud of it. My hand is unironically getting tired. My mouse hand from circling all this shit in. What's this? Yeah, this was everything, right? Yeah. I think. This was the only thing we deleted. Oh. Okay. Now we just gotta hit the same red color, if we can. This looks pretty good already. It's pretty much on point, right? Yeah. Now, is it possible that we get rid of these white stripes? Because I kinda didn't like those in-game. Can we just paint over these? A little bit rough, but... yeah, I think that's fine. We go like 2 sizes smaller. So we can do a little bit of finer work.
Their fear is wise.
Yeah, and then we put like a blur on top of it. It's gone and forgotten. You know, there's this friend of mine that I've tried to get into custom skinning so many times. It would be so chill to make custom skins with another person. Like maybe even both working on the same skin would be crazy. But I would be fine with like making a skin side by side. It's fine too. And I talked him into making a custom skin for his favorite champion, Zeri, at the time. And for some fucked up reason, like, we both did the installation of the custom skin installer and the custom skin itself the same way. His custom skin would work for me, but not for him. He wasn't even finished with the skin. We just wanted to do a quick check of how it looks right now and then continue working, and we could not get it to work for him. And I think that was like what gave him the rest. He didn't want to continue making custom skins after that. It was a pretty cool Zeri skin too. The idea was simple. It was pretty much just a chroma. But I mean, what I'm doing right here is technically just a chroma as well, but with like details you can do a lot. And with Zeri, I think a chroma looks amazing because you're gonna change the color of her hair and the color of her lightning, and it's a whole different vibe. So instead of the green lightnings, you're gonna have like blue hair and blue lightnings. And the custom skin idea he had was changing her blue clothes to like black and gray, and then making her hair red and the
Our
lightning
rage is
red.
beyond your
And
control.
red lightning would have gone so hard. Maybe I'll make that custom skin sometime. Sometimes I like to make custom skins for champions I don't play too much, and it actually gets me into playing that champion. Wouldn't have been the first time that happens. I always kinda liked Poppy. Never really played her though. I made 2 custom skins for her. One with the help of another buddy. Shout out to Quitter. And I played her a bit more after that. Kinda dropped her again, but that was because the skin broke. Shout out to Riot. Shout out to Riot for fucking it up again. I lived through so many iterations of custom skinning software and workarounds. It's crazy. The custom skin community really do be a fucking cockroach, bro. Riot makes it harder to get to the files or to edit them, and community always kind of finds a way around it. It used to be so much easier than it is right now. That being said, if you are into custom skinning and you're like up to date, it's not difficult right now. Yes, it's more difficult as it used to be back in the day, but the software the custom skin community makes, the tools they made, they improved a lot. It's kind of like a battle. Already reaching the time limit I set myself for finishing this darn skin. If I take too much time, I'm gonna be tired in the morning. But the bright spots in the hair really bothered me. It's gonna be one of these things then that I look at the skin every time and be like, ugh, I should fix that. Ugh, why did I upload the skin like that?
Crush any barrier.
It's gonna look so much nicer. Look how much more toned down his hair is now. It's not so busy. These bright spots, they make sense because Udyr's hair is brown in the original skin, and these are like gray and white spots because his hair is turning gray. He's getting old, right? It makes sense. But if I slap a sepia filter on it and color the hair red and brown, or like bright brown, it looks off. It doesn't make sense anymore. So that is when I need to paint over it and get rid of it. Alright, and there was one spot in his beard. And then we are finished. Awesome. Okay. I'm confident that I fixed all the things I disliked. Let's look at it one more time. Should anything still be off, I'm gonna fix that off stream. Oh wait, I already started a game before. You can actually look here and actually go into first person mode, really zoom in. Alright, let's see it. Skin color, glove color, great. Belt color, great. We made the sign a little bit smaller. There's a bit of pixelation here. I don't think you can see that from afar. No, you can't. It's only when you're close up. I don't think I could change anything about this pixelation anyway. This just happens because it stretches out over the back a little bit and like blue gets through. It's tough to explain. Yeah, and oh, look at the eyes! Bro, this guy's a demon! This looks fucking awesome.
Fury of the
I did
tiger.
not look at the eyes before. That is... Oh, look how evil this guy looks. Evil, 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 bro. Love it. The beard was a good choice to keep. It looked cursed without the beard. With the beard, of course, it looks less like Akuma. But we got an Akuma-inspired Udyr here. And I think that looks fucking awesome. Very happy with how this turned out. Yeah. Let me make some screenshots. And then we're gonna save the skin. The health bar's so in the way, man. God. Of course, there's no option to remove health bars. Riot. That'd be too easy now, would it? That'd be too easy now, would it? You fucks. Like, I want to get a close-up of his back, but the health bar being right in the middle of this sign tilts me too much. Alright. What's this? Hello, oh, whoa. Sorry, changed my name. Was that called wreck?
Supreme focus.
It's nice. You know, it's nice to have people in your friend list in League of Legends these days. Lord knows a lot of my friends quit League of Legends. Can't blame them. Alright, so. This is our end result. Skin is awesome. We took the time and it paid off. I think I am gonna make a video about it because I'm really happy with the end result. I'm heading out. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you want to keep up to date for everything I do, you can follow my Twitter at wild_Udyr. Want to see some quality content, you can head over to YouTube at Wild Udyr on YouTube. Make sure to check out my Discord where we upload all the custom skins and talk about Udyr, talk about plays, talk about builds, all that good stuff. And if you like neither of that stuff, I just catch you back on my stream, okay? Stay healthy, stay hydrated. Most important of all, stay safe. I see ya. Bye bye.